Today I'm going to demonstrate the Easy LITE Lift. It is a pulley system that I designed to allow electricians to hang these cumbersome chandeliers in high foyers, heavy fixtures, and do it with a lot of ease. One person can hang just about any chandelier. No need for multiple ladders, no need for multiple people. The pulley system will support as much as the fixture box will support. First thing I'm going to do is install the adapter plate in the existing electrical box. Now for this application, I have just a regular chandelier. It's not really a big deal to take this one down by myself, but again, this is for demonstration purposes. And the real value of the pulley system is actually hanging the new fixture. So I'm going to install the adapter plate so that we can drop this fixture and install the new one. And again, one person. The first thing I'm going to do is drop the canopy on this existing fixture. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do, go ahead and pull out your switch leg and your fixture wires. Now, you'll see why in just a minute, but get these guys pulled towards you and as close together as possible, because they've got to fit in a cutout on the adapter plate to allow you to get the adapter plate in between the fixture bar and the fixture box without dropping the fixture. And again, like I said, I really don't need this to drop this very light fixture. This is mainly to show everybody how the system works. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew these 832s anywhere from about 1/4 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch. All you're trying to do is allow enough room in between the bottom of the fixture box and the light bracket to slide this plate in. And the adapter plate has a pulley, comes with a 1032 ground screw and 2 832s for mounting. We will not use these 832s right now. This is for installing the new fixture. So take these guys out. Take your ground screw out. Okay, the only thing you'll have left is going to be the adapter plate, the pulley bracket, and the pulley. Okay, there's a wing nut there on the pulley so that you can adjust it. But anyway, we've got the fixture bar dropped, and we've got enough room to get the adapter plate installed. So the adapter plate is made so that you do not have to take down the light. It just rotates right in, just like that. Okay? So now that guy's pretty much locked in. Tighten your bracket back up. Okay? All we're doing this for is to give us an anchor point for the pulley. Okay? And again, the pulley system is only rated for whatever your fixture box is rated for. If you've got a pop-in box, you don't need to be hanging a very heavy fixture at all anyway. If you've got a fan box, maybe they're good for 70 pounds. Regular fixture box may be good for 50 pounds. But the pulley system is only rated for whatever the installed fixture box can support. Okay, so now go ahead and disconnect your ground wire. And disconnect your hot and your neutral. Now the electricians that are watching this can appreciate this more than the regular do-it-yourselfer. Mainly because they understand that you generally have to have another man or another woman with you to help and aid in hanging a new foyer fixture or lowering an old foyer fixture. Okay? So we've all done some crazy stuff. 2 or 3 ladders, 2 or 3 men. It's just very hard. Okay, so now we have got the fixture wires disconnected. We have got our switch leg out of the way. And what we're ready to do now is we're basically going to break a link on the chain. Not break it, but we're basically going to bend it out of the way so that we can get this other light fixture dropped. Before we do that, I'm going to go back down the ladder, I'm going to grab my rope, and you guys will start to see how easy this is. Now the rope is quite long for this demonstration because it's 50 feet. The reason it's 50 feet is because most of your foyer fixtures are anywhere from 16 to 20 feet in the air. So the additional rope is definitely needed. Definitely needed. So we get this stuff out of the way. Okay, I'm going to take my clip and clip it onto the chain right there. Let me go one more link down. The lower you can go on the fixture, the better, because what you're trying to do is you're going to let the rope actually hold the weight of the fixture so that you can take your bar down and drop your light. And then you'll see the true value of this system when I'm hanging the new one. So we've got everything disconnected. I've got this link basically bent out of the way so that I can disconnect it. Now I'm going to go down, I'm going to install the anchor bracket and take the tension off of the chain. Now the anchor bracket is designed to go on the door. And so, you know, generally every foyer you have a door. Some doors are tighter. Some doors have a huge gap at the bottom. But this guy here just basically installs just like that. You tighten your knob on the back and you shut your door. Now we've got our anchor bracket installed. So we're going to take the end of the rope. And it's nice and tangled up on our new fixture. Okay, the rope goes through the pulley, through what's called a V-cleat. And that V-cleat is kind of like a Chinese finger lock. It's one of the most greatest inventions that I've seen in a long time, because it will really... Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I have got my pulley lined up with my fixture, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the weight off of the fixture. Yep, go back up there. There you go. And so, as you can see, I'm taking the weight off of the fixture. Now come back this way. Okay? And then I'm going to push the rope into the V-cleat, and I'm going to tie it off on the regular cleat. You don't need much tying off, just enough to kind of hold the rope up there. That V-cleat really holds it pretty daggone strong. So now, we'll go back up the ladder, and I'm going to disconnect the chain. I'm going to pull out my fixture wires. The light is disconnected. Now I'm going to go back down the ladder. I'm going to go back over to the anchor. And I'm going to lower the light fixture. And we're going to probably get the ladder. We're going to probably get the new fixture. You know what? There we go. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to tie it back off. so that I can disconnect that fixture. So now, if my lighter hadn't been there, it's been on the floor. So now we've got that fixture down. That fixture is down. So now we want to hang the new light fixture. So the first thing we've got to do is go back up the ladder. And this is the most valuable part of this device, is because when you're hanging a new fixture in a new installation, especially a big, bulky, heavy hanging chandelier, it is nearly impossible. And I'm going to go ahead and say that 50% of the chandeliers that go in foyers, it is impossible for one person to hang it by themselves. So I'm going to pop this guy back out. Okay? So now my adapter plate is out. Alright? And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this fixture bar now. I don't need it anymore. Okay, that guy's out of the way. Now, I am going to install the adapter plate again. Now, this is the most valuable part of the whole system, because every electrician knows that when it's time to hang the new foyer fixture, that you've got to have another guy, another girl, possibly one ladder, two ladders, three ladders. All of us have done very crazy stuff to get these new foyer fixtures up. Okay? So now you'll see that I'm going to go ahead and put my ground screw back in. And those two 832s that I took out, that is where the new fixture bar on the new fixture is going to mount to. So, I'm going back down the ladder. I'm going to give myself some rope. That's probably enough. And put that guy down. Now, the new fixture's already put together, and all of you electricians know at this point here is when you're walking up the ladder, if you can carry the weight of it by yourself, you are walking up the ladder with your screws in hand and ready to try and put one screw in at a time. So what we're going to do, let me make sure that the ladder's out of the way. All of you know what a pain this is. So, now, as you see, alright. Now the new fixture is raised, and we are ready to install. Let's stop this guy from swinging. Okay. Now, so everybody sees at this point how easy it is to hang this fixture. Because now we have all the slack we need. We have all the time in the world. There is nothing keeping us tied to the ladder. We're not waiting for someone else to hold the light while we wire it. all we have to do is take our 832, make sure your fixture stud goes up in the plate. There is that one. Make sure they're out of the way. So like I was saying, guys, this is the best part about the LITE, is hanging the new one. It's nice to be able to take down the old one by yourself, but a lot of times you can do that by yourself without a big problem. Hanging this new one is the absolute worst sometimes, you know. So, alright, now let's go ahead and ground our plate. There's not a heck of a lot of room to tuck your wires back in, but the reason for that is so that the plate is as strong as possible. About time for some new strippers. And at this point, you can release the tension on the rope at any time because it's held in place. It's ready to go. It's ready to go. All right. So now, we'll put this guy back up in there. Like I said, guys, it minimizes the space for you to work with down here, but it doesn't do anything to the cubic inches of the box. And it is 100 times easier. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we are going to release the tension on the rope because now the box is held in place. Now there's no tension on the rope. The fixture is hanging. The fixture is secure. So what we can do, disconnect our pulley bracket or our pulley clip. There's a wing nut right here. You just take the whole pulley assembly off, and you'll use this the next time. The plate stays. The plate stays. Okay. There. And your lock ring. And there is your new chandelier installed by yourself. And again, this tool is only as strong as the fixture box that is installed. If you're on an old remodel and you've got old octagon boxes and they're crammed full of old joints, instead of using wire nuts, they use tape. It's going to take a little more work to get your plate straightened out. But this is the, by far, easiest way to hang a chandelier, regardless of the height, regardless of the weight, as long as your fixture box will handle it, by yourself. Done.